My husband laughed when I said I wanted a divorce and told me I couldn't afford to leave him. He was right about one thing. On paper, I had nothing. No job, no savings account in my name, no credit history that wasn't tied to him. I had spent 8 years raising our 2 kids, managing the house, and supporting his climb from regional sales manager to VP of a logistics company, pulling in $380,000 a year. I gave up a marketing career to do it. He never let me forget which one of us was more valuable. It started small, the way it always does. Comments about how I spent money, needing his approval for anything over $200. Him handling all the accounts, all the investments, all the passwords. By year 5, I had to text him from the grocery store if I went over budget on the weekly shop. He called it being responsible. I called it what it was. The night I finally said the word divorce, we were in the kitchen after dinner. He had just told me in front of our kids that I embarrassed him at his company event because I talked too much to his colleagues. I waited until the kids were upstairs. I told him I was done. He set down his wine glass, looked at me the way you look at something mildly inconvenient, and laughed. Genuinely laughed. You have $30 in your wallet and nowhere to go. Good luck with that. He went to his office. I went to mine. See, what my husband did not know was that I had been quietly preparing for 14 months. It started when his assistant accidentally CC'd me on a bonus confirmation email. A $90,000 bonus he never mentioned. That was the moment I stopped being a wife and started being a paralegal. My sister's college roommate was a family law attorney in the next city over. I drove to her office on a Tuesday while the kids were in school, and my husband thought I was at a yoga class. I told her everything. She told me what to look for. Over the next year, I photographed every financial document I could access. Tax returns, investment statements, property records. His business owned 3 vehicles and a lake house that never once came up in our conversations about household budgets. I found a retirement account he had moved into his mother's name 2 years earlier. I found a brokerage account opened 6 months after our wedding that I was never added to and never told about. I kept copies of everything in a cloud account on an email address he had never seen. I also kept a log. Every time he controlled a purchase, I wrote it down with the date and amount. Every time he told me I was lucky he kept me comfortable, I wrote it down. 14 months of documentation in a password-protected file. My attorney filed on a Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, process servers showed up at his office. He called me 17 times before noon. I let them go to voicemail. When he finally reached me, he was not laughing. He told me I had made a catastrophic mistake, that I had no income, no lawyer worth anything, and that he would tie the case up for years until I had nothing left to fight with. He used the word settlement like it was a threat. Take what I offer early or get nothing. My attorney filed the financial disclosure motion the following week. When his team responded with their asset summary, it was missing the lake house, 2 of the 3 vehicles, and the brokerage account. My attorney submitted our copies, all of them, dated, documented, and organized by account number. His attorney requested a recess the moment they saw the folder. The lake house alone appraised at $340,000. The hidden brokerage account had $218,000 in it. Between the undisclosed assets, the dissipated retirement funds, and 8 years of documented financial control, the picture was very different from the story he had planned to tell. We settled 4 months later. I walked out with the primary home, 8 years of imputed income based on the cost of replacing the childcare and household management I had provided, and enough in the settlement to fund my own life without asking anyone for permission. On the day the paperwork was finalized, I transferred money into my own account for the first time. I sat in my car in the parking lot of the attorney's office and stared at the balance. He texted me that evening. One line: "I hope you're happy now." I looked at it for a second, then I put my phone down and took my kids out for dinner. I paid with my own card. I didn't respond to him at all. Some things speak clearly enough on their own.